Hey, welcome to another Monday in the Madhouse. For
Of the Soluri, no guts, no glory hour.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, sweetheart.
Welcome on this, wow, I can't believe how quickly we're progressing. I say it every week. It's Monday, May 11th.
Wow, we're almost through May already.
May. We're halfway through May just about, and that's kind of scary, but
It goes fast,
Yeah.
you know? Once you pass 40, it goes fast.
yeah, we were just saying that last night, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Yeah. My boys who are 25 say how fast time goes, and
They
you
don't
said,
even
"Oh
know."
boy, right, Tommy, wait, wait till you're 40, it goes even quicker." But we had a great week.
Yeah,
right?
because the Rangers won
'Cause
last
the
night.
Rangers are showing up, baby.
Oh my
They
God.
are
So
showing
they bring it
up.
home. They bring it home to the
They're
Garden.
bringing it home to the Garden MSG on Wednesday. Ovechkin claims, he's claiming the win on Wednesday, but we know it's not going to happen. So
Nah.
we're kind of thrilled. It's what I like to refer to as heart attack hockey, which the playoffs always seem
Yes.
to be, and that's why playoff hockey is just kind of really the best. So,
Yes.
but
And Chris Connors had a nice song for us. We got to listen to
yeah,
it.
you know what? We should have actually played it.
Yeah, we should have had it out here to play.
We should have had it ready. But Chris Connick, you are one funny chick, and I love you.
Well, if you want, go onto either one of our walls on Facebook and look at the post from Chris Connig's. She's hysterical. She don't know nothing about hockey, but she wrote a hockey song,
Yeah,
a quick jingle, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's really, really cute.
Because of Lindsay Riley. Lindsay, love you.
Yeah, love you girls. But anyway, so yeah, the Rangers are bringing us to a victory, I hope, and to advance in the playoffs.
Yes, hopefully.
Which will be a good thing on the road to the Stanley Cup. And we had a great Mother's Day yesterday. I want to thank my sister Carol for having everybody over. We had a great time. And
Yes,
that's-
happy Mother's Day again.
Thank you. Thank you. And to all the mothers out there, keep doing what you're doing, because without us, you wouldn't
I
have
say
great
to
children.
I say to Janet, Happy Mother's Day, because she's like a mother to me. She always helps me out with what I have to do, what I have to wear. When my hair's a mess, my shirt's wrinkled, if I
Do you
got a
need
stain.
this? Are you going to put this away? Yeah,
Exactly.
Sorry.
So I'm still living with my mother.
It's what we do. As long as we don't do it to our guests.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Sit up straight. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Turn off your cell phones.
Yeah. But otherwise, so, another week's gone by, and here we are in the Madhouse again. And we have a returning guest, actually.
We have a returning guest and a new guest.
And a new guest. But before we introduce them, I just want to say that it's kind of ironic that there's a link here, because I actually grew up with his family members. His Uncle Frankie, Jordanella, hi Frank, and Joanna, Patrina, and Gina. We all grew up together, and I've known Frankie since kindergarten.
Nice
so-
Irish names.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good old Italian boys. So without further ado, like we always say, we want to introduce to you Joe Pomarico and Christine. I don't know your last name.
Walker. It's okay.
Walker. Okay.
I know it was Walker because I seen it.
Oh, that's right. You said it. We saw it in the trailer.
Well, welcome.
Yeah. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
Madhouse. How you guys
Thank you.
doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
So, Joe, I think when we talked earlier,
Yeah.
you were one of our first guests when we were in this new studio, the new
Yep.
Madhouse studio,
Right.
and that was December a year ago. So, boy, time really goes fast, right?
As I seen, like we have couches now.
Yeah, that's right. We were in the
Nice.
chairs the last time.
Nice plush couches. Now,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ellen, eat your heart out.
But we welcome you back.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be back.
It's good to have you. And we talked about so much stuff the last time you were here.
Yeah.
You're a writer, director, producer of indie films, as well as an artist, a really accomplished artist, a
No,
painter.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a whole story with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mentioned it last time.
Yeah, that's
on that
okay.
episode, with the artwork. Yeah, I've been painting since I was a kid, since I was 7 years old, and I'm still doing. I'm actually working on some new stuff right now too.
Well, we did see something on your Facebook wall. It was, well, it looked like kind of a Western scene, I think, almost, right?
I had the
and-
cactus
Oh,
and
yeah.
the sun.
Yeah,
and
the desert scene.
Desert
Right,
scene,
like
yeah.
a desert
That's
scene, right,
I
right.
was doing some test runs and stuff because I wasn't painting for a while, and I'm just getting back into it again. Something that it's like not like a hobby, but kind of gives you a peace of mind.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to have. I don't make any money off it or anything, but
Yeah, well,
it's a
you always could in the future. I mean, your stuff is really nice.
thank you.
It's funny because you call it the desert scene and I call it like the Western scene.
Yeah.
Because all the Western movies are like always in the desert. There's only that one little strip where the barber shop is, and the saloon, and the bank, and
Exactly.
where you tie up your horse, and then when you ride off, you ride into the desert.
That's it.
That's right.
So that was the westerns,
Right.
right?
Well, and speaking about westerns, I mean, we might as well just kick right into it, since if that's good with you. I mean,
Yeah,
we do
that's
have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, come on, bring it on.
Where you find the time to paint, I don't know, because you're so talented. You're involved in so many things. We did see one of your short films at the Indie Film Festival, which is going to be like 2 years ago. In
Right.
Baldwin, was it? Or
Belmont.
Belmont.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's where we went to see
Fred Carpenter.
Send No
yeah.
Flowers.
Right,
Send No
right.
Flowers,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and you're...
That's where I met Joe.
Yeah, we met at the film
That
festival.
night.
Oh, really?
Oh, you met at the film festival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't, you guys were there, we didn't even know you at the time, and there was a lot of people there, obviously, so we didn't meet at that time,
Yeah.
but, so I want to know about it. You just,
Well, it was.
See, this is something we didn't talk about. This is like new.
we didn't prep you for this, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, like we met at the film festival. It was just like one of those.
It was
things.
a fast hi, goodbye.
It was like,
and-
hey,
And then the
Who are
next
you?
day, he
What's your
came to see my short film, and I was like, I had my card prepared, and I was like, here, find me on Facebook.
I
20
love
minutes
how that
later,
stuff
will you
works.
accept my friend request?
And then the rest is history.
That's cute, because you're like, oh, here he is, here, you had your card ready,
Yeah.
and he got the card, and like, yeah, she gave me a card.
We just
Yeah, I
hoping
got
he'd
a
get that
notebook.
card, right?
I didn't have the X, I got the notebook.
Now, I did mention we're going to talk about the Western, but before we do that, what was the short film that you were on?
Oh, it was called Three
working on?
Lifetimes. It was a movie about a couple that had found each other in 3 different periods in history, and they came back to each other through reincarnation.
Wow, okay, and that was that written by,
I wrote it.
oh, you
Yeah.
wrote it? Wow, yeah, because you're an actress and a screenwriter and a producer as well?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so-
I mean, the producing's kind of like.
the way, like when I saw that her name was on the credits as a writer and stuff, I like fell in love instantly. Like not like she is a passionate writer at heart, and no,
Awesome.
she really is. She's an amazing writer, and I was so impressed by it. And and it's like I knew that we had like, the same mindset.
Well, you got
It's
the
just
same
like,
interests, it's a good thing, you know what I mean?
yeah, especially like the period pieces.
Like me and her. Her interest is being happy. My interest is making her happy. So it works out.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win. So you probably were kind of wondering if you collaborated, being that you're both writers,
Yeah.
what you guys could do, putting two great heads together, great minds, and come up with some really good stuff.
Yeah, that's how it all happened. I saw his movie, This Is Love. That was the one that was playing at Belmore.
That's
Right.
the one on the beach with the
Yes.
dancer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was very provocative. It was very intense. Yeah,
It definitely
was-
kept your attention, you know?
Oh, definitely. So you saw that and you thought,
Yeah, I didn't see it that night because it was sold out. But I went, afterwards, and I went on YouTube and I watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's incredible. I gotta write
Yeah, it
with
was
him.
packed that night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fred gets everybody.
Yeah, he does.
He packs the house out.
He does. He knows a lot of people. So we did see a film last year at the film festival that you were in, Send No Flowers, right?
No,
No,
Night Never
Oh, The Night
Sleeps.
Never Sleeps. I'm
Night
sorry,
Never
I'm
Sleeps,
getting them
right.
mixed up.
Fred's got so
And-
many damn movies.
I
right?
know.
Yeah, we see all Fred's
The
stuff.
Night Never Sleeps.
Yeah, and I didn't know that you were in that film until we were just in the green room prior to the show. But you play
I played a
was it
Marisol, yeah.
Marisol, and in that movie, Marisol was a woman in the bar and she got raped on the pool table.
Yeah.
By
Was
the,
it Russ's like ex or his like go-to girl or something like that?
No, I was actually like having an affair with one of the cops. And
Right,
I
right.
was talking to one of the cops in the bar, and then Russ came in, and he was like, I don't want to say like,
He was like a bully.
yeah,
bully. He was badass, scary. He played Russ. You played a great role. So if you're watching, we think you're amazing.
Yeah,
so
he's a good actor.
But
really is.
that scene rattled me because you both were really dynamic. You were both really intense.
yeah, we were spitting
And-
on each other and stuff. I
Yeah.
spit on him.
Yeah, it was so.
Give him one.
You really felt it watching that scene, but I didn't know that was you until you came in the studio tonight. So, and I was like floored because I remember the scene vividly, and you did a great job.
Great
Oh,
job.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I gotta say, you did a great job.
Yeah. So you've been acting how long?
My whole life, pretty much.
Yeah, you grew up.
I grew up in Pennsylvania, but I was music's my first love. I'm a singer, and I haven't sang professionally since like 2009 because I had some health issues, and I was kind of down for the count for about a year. Yeah.
Better
so-
now, though?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm good,
Okay.
thank God. But
I mean, you look great.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely.
But so yeah, so I always did theater, musical theater. I went to school for musical theater in New York and American Musical Dramatic Academy. That's what brought me to New York. And then I just started breaking into like doing little indie films and stuff like that. The first thing I did was The Video Guys with Stan Benning's
Okay,
movie.
right.
And then from there, just been doing little things here and there, and I've worked on big movie sets, but just as like a stand-in, or I've stood in for like professional actresses.
Now, when you were in
and
high
stuff.
school, did you do your high school play and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
I did like Guys and Dolls. I played
Oh.
Adelaide. That was my favorite.
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Like,
yeah.
That was like my peak. Like
Yeah.
I can never get better than that.
Oh, and that's a great part. My sister
love
actually
it.
played that part. My dad had done theater, his whole life, and he played Nathan Detroit.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a great play. Great music, great story. But I know you have a singing voice because I heard the clip.
But that's
that we're
not
gonna
really
show.
how I sing.
No, but
Singing
you know
for
what?
us.
As a
No.
singer, I could tell. You could tell you have a quality voice.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
so you ventured on and you did some stand-in stuff in big movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you met some great people.
Yeah, I
and-
worked on the movie Nonstop with Liam Neeson, and I stood in for Michelle Dockery.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's the one that was just out recently,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's got to be thrilling to be on a
Yeah, it was really
big movie
fun.
set like that.
Yeah.
You get to learn a lot from
Yeah.
it, right? You walk away with a lot.
That's I wouldn't know what I was doing at all. I wouldn't know the jargon or any of that because it's totally different than theater.
Right, right.
So
Wow, fantastic. Did you get to meet Liam Neeson?
yeah,
Was he nice? Is he a nice
yeah,
guy?
he's the best.
Is he
He's a
really
super
great?
cool guy.
He seems like a real cool
He's
guy.
really down
I
to
love
earth.
his films.
Yeah.
I love his acting.
Just loves him.
I
yeah.
do. I think he's awesome.
I mean, I do too.
when he's in Taken, he says, "I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you." I was like, "This guy's awesome."
You would never think that he's as talented as he is because he's so humble. Like he's just like,
Well, he actually seems like that very mild-mannered
Yeah.
kind of guy. I mean, not in his movies, but if you ever see him in an interview
Right.
and stuff, he's very low-key, so soft-spoken, unassumable.
Yeah.
He just seems to be that. But anyway, so that's great. So you act, you sing, you write, and now you guys are a collaboration, and you're pumping out some good stuff.
Yeah, we started right in like the first 2 months. We started dating and everything. We started writing a feature script actually. Remember Frankie and Dahlia. We wrote.
didn't we write that script in like 3 days?
Yeah, we
whole script
wrote a
in
whole
3 days?
script in like 3 days actually, but we
Wow.
didn't do anything with it yet. We haven't decided whether or not we're gonna push that first. But yeah, it was insane how we just like are like together, like we just feed off each other and we just can produce something. Like
Well,
that.
I was just going to say, you mentioned you wrote a script in 3 days. Do you just go into a room and kind of just shut the door and it just starts to flow and you kind of shut the world out? Because 3 days is kind of quick to write.
We had the
to write a
windows
script.
open. We sat on the couch. We drank Coronas.
Oh, and I never drank a beer until I met Joe.
I corrupted
Never.
her.
That's
But,
okay, a little corruption's okay.
But yeah, no, we were just drinking Coronas, chilling out, and sitting on the couch,
cute.
and just the wind coming in, and we just sat there. We were writing, we were talking, structured the whole thing out, and we came up with this one story in literally 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah. So
Now, do you get to points where you're like, no, I don't like that. What about
Oh, we fight.
yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
we
Oh, yeah.
fight terrible. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a horrible idea. He's like, you listen to me.
I'm gonna go outside. Like, we go back.
I
and
need
forth.
another Corona.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's good because you know
We're at
what?
a
You have
We challenge each other, yeah.
to bounce things off of
Yeah.
and a voice
Yeah.
of reason in each other because you both have the same interest,
Yeah.
and to come out with the best product you can.
He's really
So-
good at dialogue. My dialogue always is corny, it seems like. But he's like, no, you're not. Nobody says that. And I'm like, but they do. And he's like, no. So he's
Nobody I know says
He's
that.
the
right?
dialogue genius.
Nobody I know says
I
that.
try, but she's very narrative.
So okay, so you're okay. That makes sense. So it's a good it's a good blend.
Yeah. So it's just like I feel like if people can't collaborate the way we do, it's like otherwise nothing will get complete. Like because like we said, we go back and forth with each other sometimes and everything, but it just like at the end of the day, it's like we're supportive with each other.
That's great.
And that's-
I'm going to interrupt you because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to take a quick commercial
okay.
break,
All
and
right,
then
sure.
I definitely want to talk about the project you're working on now.
Yes.
So stay with us. We'll be right back. More with Joe and Christine.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Yes.
And we're back. We're back with Joe Pomarico and Christine James Walker. I got it right that time, right? Oh God, I'm knocking off my water bottle here. So you guys, I can't wait to see the stuff that you have been working on together. But we talked about in the green room your current projects. I mean, I know you have many that you're working on, but this is kind of like the big baby right now.
This is it.
All right.
This is the one you're shooting for funds and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
And you gave us pretty much a good storyline, and I don't want to give a lot of it away.
Well,
but-
yeah.
We could talk about.
Well, you talk about as much as you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Without, like, giving the whole thing away. But I have to tell you, it sounds like a phenomenal story. So
Oh, yeah.
we want to know all about it. It's a spaghetti
It's
western.
a spaghetti western. It's called "That's Just a Jingle Away."
Just a jingle.
It's like
That's just a
it's
Those poor people that have to watch that
you
promo.
gotta see it.
It's great. I love it.
Well, you know what it is?
Yeah.
That promo, it sticks in your head. It sticks in your head. I swear to God, I was in the other room. I'm singing away. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
all
thinking-
her. She just.
I know.
Damn it, I just
Well,
gotta
she was
donate
having
these people
fun with
just to
it.
get rid of it.
Then you
That's
join in with the
adorable.
little.
But so it's
That's all
a
I can do.
it's a western.
Yeah. It's
Drama.
a western. Yeah. It actually it originated. I started writing a character called Sadie Saw. I wanted to write a character like with Christine and something like an empowering type of woman that like kind of takes control of her own life and battles through the dirtiness, if that's a word, of the old West. A woman that conquers all, and so that started with the character, and then we were talking about writing this whole like Western short, and it became this husband and wife, Gunther and Sadie, which is inspired by the character Sadie Saw. And I took Christine's actually native. She has native background.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have Apache blood, so.
Apache
Well,
blood.
you know what? You could see it. I mean, it's something exotic. You could see. I mean, when you said she was going to play the role
Yeah.
of a Native American, I said, well, that's just perfect because you could see.
I don't know
And-
how much of the percentage, but it's in there.
But we
Maybe you could
Her
open a
features.
casino now.
I wish.
Right?
So you wrote it for her, really? Then.
But yeah, and then we like whenever like we work on something, it's like, oh babe, like what do you think of this? We collaborated on certain things, and like she inspired me. I think I inspire you.
Yes, John.
Janet writes stuff for me all the time. Like, I need the door fixed. Can you fix the lock on this? And pick up milk and bread.
So it's a strong role.
Yeah, it's
Which
very. It's
back in those days, there was no strong women, really, right?
No,
They tended to the children and.
You want to talk? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
in the Old West, it's like when you see a Western, you see brothels and prostitutes.
Right.
That's
it's
what
What's
you
wrong
see.
with that?
I mean,
Oh.
But yeah, no. So it takes place with Sadie and Gunther, and they're a married couple. They're outlaws. They've been robbing banks, murdering, whatever it is they can do to make money and live on and continue on. But the thing is that nobody knows who Sadie Saw is in this time. They know who Gunther is because what they do is that Gunther has a bounty on his head, and a bounty is when people pretty much have a price on your head for someone to capture you, whether you're dead or alive, and Gunther has a bounty on his head, and so he puts himself in these situations where he gets caught, and then out comes Sadie Saw. Sorry, I just grazed.
boom, great.
Sorry. All right, so here comes
happens.
Sadie. All right, here comes Sadie, and
She rescues Gunther.
and she rescues Gunther
Over and
Okay.
over again.
Right.
Yeah,
Right? She
over
seems
and
to be
over
like
again.
his savior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Not once, but many
Our show
times.
just, our show just went rated R.
The boob grace.
all right, so no, so they end up escaping to this town in Coke County, and they wind up in a saloon, and they wait for a train to arrive so they can make their escape. But little did they know that these other cast of characters that are in the saloon, they start to get realize who they might be, and they start to get suspicious over them. Some of them don't know what's going on, but it ends up in a Mexican standoff, which is every person for themselves. Guns aimed, bullet.
Everybody's got a gun pointed at them,
Everyone's
right?
got a gun
Right.
pointed at them. But yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Why don't you talk about
Well,
the cast?
Oh.
I was going to say there is a very interesting member of the cast who has agreed to sign on, if this thing gets, once this thing gets off the ground, and it is the one and only
Danny Aiello.
Danny
and
Aiello. I
Sal
mean,
Richards as well.
and Sal Richards,
Yep.
right?
And I spoke to Danny actually. He called me a few weeks ago, and he was telling me, he's like, Joe, I love the script. It's like, he said it's like he's like, it's nothing I ever read before.
Come on, say it like he said it. What did he say?
He's like, you want to say it? He's like,
Yeah.
I fucking love the
There
script.
you go. And there you go.
priceless.
Like when Danny
Yeah,
Aiello
no,
says,
come
I
on.
fucking love this script,
Yeah.
it's got to be a really good script. And Danny Aiello, of course, is from Moonstruck, The Godfather 2, Harlem Nights. What else?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
The
professional.
Danny.
Professional. I mean, he's got credits.
Yeah,
Hundreds
Danny
of
Aiello's
movies.
a- He's great.
And who
He's
doesn't love
amazing.
him? I mean, at this point, too, he's older, and from what you said, you spoke to somebody in his family that said he's still sharp as a tack. He's memorizes lines and
Yeah.
and does his thing, and anything that he's been in is accomplished. So that speaks volumes for you guys in this project.
Absolutely.
And what character does he play? Without giving
His
too much
role would
away?
be Frederick. And the thing about Frederick is that there's a relation between Frederick and Christine's character, Sadie.
You don't want to give it away, though, right?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't give.
No, don't give
Yeah.
it away.
Really?
You
Don't
want to
give
give it away?
Alright,
She likes
no,
to, she likes
it's
to tell
okay.
everything.
I
you
know.
Oh,
she
I feel like
You wanna-
it's a point in the movie that
But
you
listen,
might...
what we're reaching out to do is we're trying to raise money for this film, and we know the storyline, and he's going to talk more about it. But it's a great film. It's a great script. It needs to be money raised
yeah,
for it
yeah.
to get it rolling.
Yeah.
And just look into this camera over here and just tell people where they could go to donate for this film.
Oh, you can go to indiegogo.com, indiegogo.com. Search for That's Just a Jingle Away. We'll provide a link as well under the video. And what you can do is contribute any dollar amount. It's there's several perks listed. We can go over those perks. You want to go over a few of those?
Well,
perks?
it's on the promo.
Oh yeah,
It's on the promo.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
profile.
if you donate, if we talk about the one perk, $5,000, if you were to donate that amount, you'll have tickets to the premiere, a DVD copy, a customized painting that I will personally make for you,
Associate producer.
an associate producer
Alright.
credit, yep. And so Indiegogo.com, whether it's $1, $10, $20,
And
any
thank you to the people who already have donated. We appreciate it so
Right,
much.
Yes.
what I think what's great, we were saying earlier about the time that we live in now, technology. Here, we're sitting next to two very, very young, but very talented people. And in a big world where normally if you didn't have that outlet of social media and the internet and everything, your stuff may never be seen, possibly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with a venue like that, and to get it out there to everybody, to go online and donate everybody, because, and you'll get a brief, when they go on, they'll see about, right, you explain it.
Yeah.
And everybody that donates kind of has a part in this film being made, so when it's all done, this
They'll
is
be in
kind
the
of...
credits, right? People will be in the credits
absolutely.
on certain amount of donation.
Yeah.
You know what
That's the
gets
thing.
me, that you guys sat there and you tell me you wrote a script in 2.5 days, and I used to have a hard time doing 100-word essay for school. I'm like, man.
No, I had a hard time doing that too.
I don't know,
I
I
guess
think
it's
you aced it.
that's something you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
No.
It's
When it's something you want to do, I guess it's a little easier.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like, we're also writers for hire, the two of us. If you need a
Trying to
writer,
No, seriously, this
we
is the
will-
venue to do it, so
We
throw
will
it out
write
there.
your script as well.
That's good. No,
Well, you
but
got accolades for the short film that we talked about for 2 years ago. What was it again, the name of it?
This is love. Oh, Gus.
No, This Is Love,
Oh, This
with
Is
the
Love.
dancer,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you got great accolades at the theater that night. I mean, people went crazy for that movie.
accolades. Isn't that what you take when you got a cold? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
That's Alka-Seltzer.
The thing is, that's what's great about being on the show, because crowdfunding is very, very difficult. You know, a lot of these projects that we're seeing now that are being invested, you know, a lot of them are like friends of people and stuff like that. And, you know, I want to say like what we're trying to do, especially. It's like, you know, we're passionate filmmakers and we do it because we love it too, but it's also a business. It's like, you know, those that will help invest in our project, our plan is to, when we make it into a feature, we're gonna bring those people on our team. You know, this is something that we're doing as a career. We're gonna make money off of this. You know, and anybody that helps us out, we're gonna bring with us.
Right.
So when we make the big movie and that goes into theaters, you know,
There's a
those
profit.
people,
There's a
profit.
profit
There
margin,
will be
right,
if
for all
you know
those.
if we, as long as we make it to the feature.
Right.
Right now we're doing the short, but our plan is to bring the people that helped us out, and you know, and then take it from there. You know, develop
Great.
a team.
Great.
you
I'm
know.
going to interrupt you because we're
Okay.
going to take a quick commercial
Okay.
break again. Stay with us. We'll be right back to learn more about these two very talented, very beautiful people.
Stretching under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy it.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
And we're back. So we, off camera during the commercial break,
It got real controversial.
that got real passionate about what you feel
Yeah.
about the business in general. And if you could repeat what we just talked about off camera, I would love that.
I just feel like I was saying how it's hard for us to get anywhere as far as like we don't have agents, we can't get managers. We submit our stuff. A lot of times it's not seen. It gets dumped into a pile, and we just get lost in the masses because
Right.
it's just masses of people now. Everyone's trying to do it.
That's true. My sister just said that last night. Everybody's making movies these days.
Everybody wants to be famous. Everyone wants to be an actor. Joe and I don't want to be famous. It's not about that. It's about we want to create projects that can move people, and we have something to say, and we want to share it with everybody. And the thing is like, if you don't have an agent, you can't get in the room to get the really good auditions. Well, how do you get an agent if you don't know somebody, if you can't get a referral? And then also for writing, it's the same thing. And then the other option for women, it's for men and women, but I've been faced with it a lot, is it's like, you give me a little sugar here, I'll give you a part there.
Right.
And
You don't want to compromise
No.
yourself,
And
and you
most
don't
of the
need
time
to
you don't
because
get
you're
the part.
talented.
Right. And then you don't get the part.
Right,
I
which really sucks because
Unless you got real good sugar, maybe.
no, but you're right, and I actually thought when we were talking off camera, I thought maybe it's easier now, maybe that's lessened, but in fact, it's worse.
It's way worse.
I figured back then women may not have been as empowered or as outspoken as they are now because women have come a long way since like the 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever it is. But like you brought out to my attention, it's gotten worse because there's so many people out there.
competition.
A lot of competition.
You know what it is? It's not even that it's competition. It's just like everyone wants to get involved. It used to not be like that back in the day. It was
People
very
used to get
hard.
discovered.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Right.
happen
Right,
anymore.
right, right.
Right.
You're right.
Now it's like anybody that owns a camera wants to make a film, which is fine. Please, no one's against that. But it's there's people that are the ones that would compromise, and they would do certain things to get to a specific place where they want to be, and that's what's kind of flooding the industry, and it's very hard. I think the only way is what everyone would say is to make something on your own with nothing,
Which
if
is what
you
we're
could,
trying to
which
do.
we've been trying to do,
Right.
and we've been trying to do the right thing, and we continue on doing the right thing,
Right.
because this is something we want to do, and like Christine said, like this is something where we want to entertain everybody, and but in order to be able to do that, we need some sort of stability, in order to, so that's why it's, but like finding investors and stuff like that is very difficult because they have to, you have to guarantee them that they're going to make back
Right.
and more.
And I've actually submitted to lots of different grants through like New York art foundations and art councils.
And do you always get a response?
I
or-
mean, we're still waiting because they don't make the decisions, and we just put in for it like, I don't know, a couple months ago, and they have a time frame where they have to go through all the projects, but,
I can't imagine how many projects, how
Wow.
many submissions they have.
and it takes a long time to submit to those things. It's like worse than applying for college.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a
Hours.
festival like Sundance. Like, when I submitted my film Gust there, and I got an email, a rejection letter saying, like, out of 11,000 films, okay, how you calculate the time, there's no way that's
You
that
watched
possible to
11,000,
watch
right.
11,000
Right.
films.
In the
But
time
they-
period, right.
And it's a yearly thing,
Yeah.
right? The film festival's a yearly thing.
They
It's-
start
do
the
math.
submission process in like the summertime, and it ends in September, and then it's like and it's a $40 fee. Like that festival just made $400,000
Right.
for no apparent reason because they already know who they're gonna put in. It's also the who you know.
Yeah,
Well,
who
that's-
you know.
that's the
They
shame.
know
Yeah.
who they're putting in because they know that person.
Right,
you know?
and that is the shame of it.
That's how so much good stuff
Right,
don't get seen because they're just too busy, who you know kind of
And
thing.
if you did know somebody, that would be great too. I mean, if you did have somebody that you
course.
knew that could push your project
Yeah.
through.
Or if you had
because-
somebody who would give up some sugar for you.
I knew you were gonna say that.
No, but seriously, because a lot of times it is who you know, and unfortunately, you can have two great projects or one project that happens to be really a lot better than the project of the person who knows somebody, and that can be really disappointing. So it depends on what side of the coin you're on. It's you know, it's not always fair either.
It's Hollywood.
It's Hollywood.
It's Hollywood, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
that's why I'm going to say again, for everybody, please, to go and check out the website.
Indiegogo.com.
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 Right, because every little bit counts. Even if you know, a lot of people may not have big bucks to invest in it. Even if you have a little bit, if everybody
Yeah.
gave a little bit, it can amount to a lot of it, and then they can get the project
Listen,
moving. And Danny
if-
Aiello,
If we
come
can
on,
get
and
10,000
Sam
people to
Richards.
donate $20,
And yeah,
that's 200 grand.
that's
Right.
right
You know what I
there.
mean? That's-
We can make the feature with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you would do a short. How long is a short generally?
Well, I mean, it
Is
depends.
it-
They can go from 3 minutes to 40 minutes. I think 40 minutes is the cutoff for short films. This particular one is going to be 30 minutes, but it's going to be the first 30 minutes of what the feature will be.
Right. Okay.
And then we were going to use that 30 minutes to shop around to get the rest of the budget to make the entire feature.
Full length film.
You know,
Use it as like a presentation also.
yeah.
So do we have a goal? Do we want to say a goal? or-
40,000.
40,000.
40,000.
Okay.
And
That's
60.
It's 60.
Oh, it's 60,000.
it's 60,000 because with 60,000 you get a lot more.
It says
with
40 on the
60,000.
It
site.
says 40 on the site,
But
but
it's 60.
when we rebudgeted it,
Yeah, because you got to figure out a whole bunch of things that,
Yeah.
that
We
are
did a
involved in
budget
all this.
breakdown.
Well, location, costumes,
Actors itself.
actors,
yeah.
yeah, because big names like Danny Aiello and Sam Richards, they're not going to walk in and.
And you
do a
got to
film for
pay the film
$500,
places. You know what I
right?
mean?
And-
People want donations. I've used a school. They want a little donation for their school.
Yeah, and
You know?
and that's the thing too. It's like
Insurance.
If you look at the quality of work that we've done on our websites, you know, there's people that make, you know, films that are a lot less budget, like 50
Right.
grand. They can make a whole feature with it. But you know, the way that we're trying to make this as cinematic as possible. We want it to look like, we don't want it to look like a reality show. We're shooting it very long, nice, composed camera movements, like, you know, like a Scorsese, a Tarantino, like, you know, something that you would see in a theater, like the old cinematography.
Let me ask you this, Joe. When you do these films and stuff, do you have to rent the camera equipment?
Yeah.
Is that how you do it?
And that's very
Now, do you
expensive.
rent the cameraman too? I mean, you pay for a cameraman.
Yeah, I worked with a DP. He's living in California now, and I DP'd my last project. But yeah,
Wait,
no.
DP. give me-
I'm sorry, director of photography.
Okay.
He's in charge of like the camera department, and then with the gaffer who's in charge with the lighting
Okay.
crew. And you know, but as far as as a director, like I tell them what the shot is.
Right. Right. You're
tell 'em
over
where
the
to-
shoulder.
yeah,
You watch it again after
yeah,
it's shot.
so whatever.
Because
it
I
is.
just I did a couple scenes in a indie film in when was that? November.
January?
January?
December and January.
In Jersey for Eddie Harris production, and they're editing it now, and it's supposed to be coming out. They want to get it out for
nice.
Christmas.
Yeah, the
But he,
movie's
you know, he-
entitled Steps,
He-
and
right, he
both are big
picked up a
things, yeah.
good, you know, backing with Shaquille O'Neal, and
Oh, wow.
Denzel Washington's wife is in it, and it's
Nice.
yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
it was really cool doing, you know, the
Yeah.
trailer on the set and going to the locations. It was a lot of fun.
Well,
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
We saw an edited version. It's not the final edit, but what was amazing to me was to be on location for just a couple of scenes that Vin was in and a few other. We weren't there for the whole filming of the entire movie, but to be on location and then to see the edited version, or it's still in editing, but
And I had hair out to here.
I was amazed what I actually saw on the screen, you know. But you guys envisioned that to begin with, because you have that whole creative vision, so you kind of know. But for somebody like us that's just on the set and never really
Right.
been done that, And then to see it on film, it blew me away.
Yeah.
It blew me away,
Actually,
you know.
another kid that
Through
was
the eye of the camera.
in the film is one of the kids that were just on American Idol. He made it to the top 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cassie
really?
Middleton, yeah.
Yeah, Cassie Middleton.
But
Very nice.
but getting back to your movie, we also talked in the green room. Things is like keeping in the time period that you're filming in is such a craft. To not lose, like you're filming the Wild West, the 1800s.
Yeah.
You really have to do your research
Yeah.
Yeah.
on everything about those times and what everything looked like, because one or two little idiosyncrasies, something that's not right, and you pick it up,
Yeah.
and it kind
Like
of
you see a
stays.
telephone in the
Takes you
background.
out.
Yeah.
Could
Takes
blow you
you out.
away, you know.
Yeah.
Takes something as much as an incorrect hairdo for that time
Oh,
period,
yeah.
something. To me,
Continuity has to be perfect.
and you do that, right? That's your
I
job with.
I try as much as I can, but
You have to watch over and over and over and catch things,
course.
and
Like the place that we want to shoot at is Wild West City. We're looking to shoot, and they have a saloon there. It's pretty much a Western theme park in a way.
Right.
They do
Yeah, that's
shows.
very cool.
Christine told me about
I
it.
went
She
there when I
to
was a
shoot
little
with
kid, and I was like, I wonder if we could shoot there.
Now it still exists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
there and we scouted it.
It's called
Wild West City.
Wild West City. Yeah.
Now, have you approached them because you're already starting to get
Yeah.
the ball rolling? So you need to know if you can film there.
Oh
right?
yeah, well they apparently shoot like the Pepsi commercials, Dr Pepper commercials.
Oh, they shot
do
the
all
Bon
crazy-
Jovi.
some
the-
Bon Jovi music video.
Yeah, and the Wanted Dead or Alive.
Oh, okay.
cover.
Yeah, and since
cool.
he's a
They were
Jersey
there,
boy, that's
yeah.
real appropriate for
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
so they work it out. Like if they're not open on Monday, Tuesdays, and stuff like that.
Oh, they'll close it down depending on the production, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, they and that costs money. You know, and that's another thing.
Of
Like
course.
the money, the budget's not going to any of our pockets.
No.
It's
Right.
going straight to
Right.
locations. Like these things are expensive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, that's
what
why
I'm saying. With 60
Yeah.
grand, you can't be making
That
any
money goes
No, no,
fast. You're
you know?
paying grips and
All-
actors and
all
locations.
your effort is done
and-
for free in return of just getting this out there. Because if you can get this out there, you'll be picked up by more people and go on and do other things too. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Right, so-
anybody involved can, if we get, especially with Danny involved too, we can have an invitation to the big festivals, and anyone who's involved would be welcome to go.
That's
It's-
awesome.
And who
Yeah.
knows else you can meet.
Well, that's why everybody needs to really go to the site and learn more about it. I mean, you're hearing them talk about it now, but they can get more information by seeing and all that. And if they have questions, like, is there anything that they can write to you guys? Like, if somebody has a question, they're going to donate money, they're interested, they need feedback from you directly
so
instead of
there's a
just.
message thing that they could write.
There's a
and-
message board.
Like they have questions
yeah,
for
well,
you.
Yeah, I think when you contribute, I think you put like you can make a comment and leave a name down.
Right.
I think so you
Oh,
can.
or what if you don't?
private
What if
message.
you don't contribute and you just want to and you're interested in contributing? Is there something you could leave? Like, hey, listen, Joe, I'm very interested. Can you call me at this number or?
Yeah, I mean, I could give you my email address is on my website,
Okay.
joepomarico.com.
And spell your name so they know.
POMARICO.com, and you can go through all the tabs, my films, artwork, and contact information, and there you can email me, and I'll then I'll give you my number, and we could talk if you.
Right, because
That's awesome.
because the other thing I wanted to say is, I was going to ask you that, is there a place they can go to see your past work so they know you're a quality
Oh, yeah.
filmmaker? You know what I mean? Because I would think most people would say, well, I don't know this guy, I'm not going to just give money. But that's the whole beauty. They can go to your
Yeah.
website, see his past work, and actually, and Christine too, because you have work on there.
Yeah, I have a
On her
website too.
Yeah.
And why don't you
It's
tell everybody?
www.christinejameswalker.com, spelled how it sounds, CHR.
Should be a
The
title
rest
card,
is
I think.
Right.
easy.
ChristineJamesWalker.com. Yeah, because this way they really can get a feel of what you're capable of actually, creating. And then I think from there, that's the wow factor to make people want to jump on board and
yeah,
be a part of it.
We're looking to. This is the project that's gonna pretty much set us off. Very proud of it, and we're both confident about it. And
Oh, I didn't write it, he wrote it, and the script's so good.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's,
good.
yeah.
It's so good. Like,
I-
I'm not
listen,
saying that
just
because
by
it's
what
Joe.
No,
No, yeah,
listen,
I
just by
totally-
what he was
listen.
telling us, I'm itching to see it. I want to see it. I
Well,
want to see
I-
this thing be made. You know, it's
You put the vision in just the explanation to us in the green room prior to the show. I pictured the entire thing. I actually went as far in my own head was to picture you on a horse, badass Western chick. You know, I mean, because women are strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess back then they probably got hung for, you know, speaking their mind or showing their strengths, and you can still be feminine and yet still be really powerful.
Yeah.
And as you guys were explaining it, I totally picture you playing that part. I actually can't wait to see it.
Oh my gosh.
So we're definitely going to donate too. I really
are you
can't
gonna wear a
wait.
cowboy hat?
We'll see.
That's to be disclosed. And Joe, you strictly stay behind the camera,
Yes.
pen in hand. and
I acted a little bit, but nah, yeah, I'm just I auditioned.
We made a project. Oh, yeah, you should talk about that real quick.
The new Ninja
Yeah, we
Turtle.
have like 5 minutes. Yeah,
Do
we
we?
want to hear. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, the new Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah.
I auditioned for Rocksteady. They have Bebop and Rocksteady.
Really?
Okay.
One of the main villains. I didn't get the part though.
My buddy's in that.
He is?
William Fichtner. Yeah, he's gonna
Oh,
be
Bill
in the new
Fichtner,
Ninja Turtle.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I auditioned for Rocksteady, but they didn't pick me. They picked somebody else.
That's okay, but it's good to put yourself out there. Oh, we have a video to show.
yeah,
Yes. Oh my God, we have to show the video. Totally forgot. Thanks, Vic.
Right.
We have the video of
The Indiegogo
the
video.
Indiegogo
Indiegogo
video.
video.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna show that video now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And here it comes.
If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Hey, I'm Joe Pomarico, the writer and director of That's Just a Jingle Away. And I'm here to show you a new project that we're working on. And it's a spaghetti western, so listen up.
And I'm Christine James Walker. It's an 1800s spaghetti western.
There's two characters, Gunther and Sadie, husband and wife, outlaws.
And they're ready to hang up the old saddle and live their lives in peace and harmony.
So they wind up in a town in Coke County and spend their time in a saloon until the train arrives so they can make their escape. But little did they know, a cast of characters hanging out in that saloon start to get suspicious over them and realize who they may be and what they're capable of doing.
And needless to say, as it always does in the West, all hell breaks loose.
Okay, so we're trying to raise funds for our new film, That's Just a Jingle Away, which we'll be shooting on location in New Jersey at Wild West City.
We've got a great cast. We're currently in negotiations with Danny Aiello and Sal Richards.
There's a lot more where that came from, Whites.
And it's an amazing project. They love it, and we're looking forward to making it. But the only thing is that we need the funds to make this happen.
I want you guys to meet Sadie Saw. She's coming. She's coming. So there's a list of perks for contributing to this project, and you can find those perks on the profile. They're listed, one for $50, $100, $500, $1,000, and $5,000. Now, I'm just going to talk about the $5,000 perk because it's pretty exciting. Joe Pomarico, the director and writer, this guy, is going to paint you a customized landscape. Plus you will get tickets to the premiere, a DVD, a poster, a special thanks, and an associate producer credit. Right, Joe?
Yes.
If you're not a person that's into westerns, you'll still love this movie.
Whatever you can. It's $1, $10. Every penny is greatly appreciated.
We really need your help to make this movie possible. It's an amazing script. We really want to see it come to life, and we would appreciate anything that you can help us with.
And then the plan would be, when you're sitting at home, you put on the TV, and all of a sudden, your favorite show cuts to commercial, and then you see a trailer for That's Just a Jingle Away,
Hey, it's because of you.
Help us, thank you.
We need you. All right.
Death's just a jingle away. Death's just a jingle away. Death's just a jingle away. Hey, 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 hey. Waka, waka, waka. Death's just a jingle away.
Hey, hey.
Death's just a jingle away.
Anyway, we want to thank you guys for being on. We're here for you no matter what. We totally believe in you. You're immensely talented, and we were so proud to have you here tonight. You're definitely welcome back anytime.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
I don't know about all that,
Sorry,
but you guys are cute. Definitely cute.
No, they're definitely cute. Oh my God,
Thank
cute
you,
and
guys.
talented in like so
You
many
guys need to
ways.
get married so they have children. You're gonna
Don't
make
say
good
that,
children.
like Carrie can embarrass them.
Someday they can.
But anyway,
not tomorrow.
Right.
But we thank you, and we want to
Thursday.
thank all of you for tuning in like you do every week.
And next week we have, I don't know, I forgot.
I have to check my
Yeah, I gotta
calendar.
check my
Don't throw that at me.
I do that to her every
You
week.
guys are
and
so
next
cute.
I said the next week we have, she goes, oh,
I gotta check my calendar. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please support Joe Pomarico and Christine James Walker, exactly how it
that's
sounds.
such a cool name.
It is.
Christine.
And you
really
can
is,
find
yeah.
them and reach out to them and try to help them. Indiegogo. Is that right?
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.com.
Indiegogo.com.
Thank you guys.
Until
so
next
much.
week, love you guys. Have a great week. See ya.
Peace.